Okay, kids. I brought this conversation up to a couple of different people today, and I just wanted to tell you I'm going through with it, so it's a real thing. Don't pull my credit. We hear this in the real estate industry so much. Let me tell you, it's the whole thought process of you're here to, you tell me you want to buy a house. And my lender friends can chime in, my agent friends can chime in, anyone who wants to talk about this can chime in. I'm fine with it. But I thought it needed to be out on the table. This is not scripted. This is not politically correct. It'll probably be just the wrongest thing I could probably do in this industry, in my business. But let me tell you, telling people you don't want anyone to look at your credit and you're asking someone for hundreds of thousands of dollars is crazy. It doesn't make an inch of sense. If you go shopping for a car, you know they're going to have to pull that credit if you tell them you want to buy the car. Unless you have a checking account that I'm not aware of, the lender's not aware of, anybody is aware of, that you can show me you have hundreds of thousands of dollars at your disposal. That is crazy work, that you don't want anyone to look into your finances to see if you're a good bet on them going out of their way to have conversations with sellers agents, and all the things to secure a home that you love. You swear you love. Oh my God, it's the best thing ever, and it's a dream house. Let's go look at it. Okay, what are your finances? Where are you at this moment in your life in finances where it comes time to secure a home? Do you have down payment? What is your down payment? What type of loan are you ready to take on? What do you want that monthly payment to look like? Because let's stop all the chatter about the fact that agents are so mean and they're so rude and they wouldn't take you out if you didn't do this and do that. We don't come to your job and tell you not to do anything out of order or out of protocol. So why would you come to ours and expect the same from us? We are entrepreneurs. We have to run things the proper way. I love to look at houses. Do not get me wrong. That is one of my favorite things to do. Oh my God, let's go look at houses. I will drive up and down 95. For those of you who know me, I'm in Maryland, DC metro area. I will drive up and down 95. Baby, it's not a thing. Ooh, it's a house. Let's go see what they got. Ooh, I mean, how's it laid out? What the kitchen look like? I am so super uber excited. And what do? I bring those things back to my home with ideas and imagination and creativity to see if I can recreate some things, because I got a house. And guess what? They pulled my credit. And transparency moment, they found me lacking. And they said, these are some things that we want you to adjust to get into this house. This is what you got to do. So I said, I really want this house. Let's go. Show me what to do. Sit down. Let's make a plan. Let's make it happen, because I want a house. I can't hide nothing from you. I got to tell you all my business so you can give me the money that you say I'm approved for. I tell my newer agents, when they want to have that difficult conversation with people about being approved for homes and how that looks and what that feels like, I know it's an uncomfortable conversation, and we would love to pick up the phone and say, oh my God, you want to go look at a house? Let's go. Girl, don't worry about the money. We can make something shake. No, we can't. This is big boy business. We grown folks. This is how grown folks operate. We are here to do business. Your house is an asset. You're procuring an asset. You are procuring property. You are going to be able to use this property to build equity. You can use it to purchase other property. You will be considered a property owner. You will have an asset at your disposal. Not your car, not your children. I got children. I understand. They cute, they awesome, they great little people, but I can't get nothing free with none of them. They don't give me nothing. So with that being said, here we go. We've got to do the things to get to the things we would truly love. I think that was the quote I wrote today from Oprah. We have to do the things to get the things that we look. I'll look it up later. Don't worry about it, y'all. Don't quote me. Don't do that. So when it comes down to this business and someone asks you, I beg of you, you ain't got to work with me. You ain't got to work with nobody I know. You can work with any realtor on the face of this earth. Give them give them grace. They're not asking about your money and your credit to see if they're being nosy, or if they want to know if you got some money or not. No, they want to see where you are, because most of the agents I know, they're going to help you get to where you need to be if you give them a goal. If you give them something. I have shopped with people for years. Because if I knew they were worthy and they were serious about it, I will work with you. I don't know about my colleagues. I don't know about my peers. I don't know. I know me. I will work with you if you show me that you're truly interested. You've done your homework. You've done your part. So I do my part. You get secured in financing. We go find an amazing house. We go find the house you truly, 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 truly love. We don't write comments we don't write contracts just to be writing contracts. Me and my husband, we wrote contracts. We did the thing. We, for all intents and purposes, we shopped for a year and a half before we made the decision that we said, we're going to buy us a house. So a year and a half, we wrote a contract. We were in the short sale area. Don't get me wrong. We weren't playing around. We truly thought we wanted these houses. We were in that short sale term period where you would write a contract and you would have to wait 3, 4, 5 months before the bank would respond. It was so many houses. It was just craziness. And we would just get exasperated and move on to the next house. Get exasperated and move on to the next house until we found the house that we're in. And it was a new construction and it was a great deal. They ran our credit. They said, hey, you got to work on a couple things. Cool. Tell us what to do. Let's go. That's what happened. And it was our job, because we wanted the house, to go through with the process. People work with people who are showing that they want this thing. I have so many clients, myself included, that you tell me to do something, and I tell you I really want something, I'm going to go after it. I'm going to go do it. I'm not going to play around. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to do what I need to do to get the thing that I want to have. Because it's not just buying a cell phone. It's not a car. It's not something as simple as this. This is about you putting in some skin in the game. And those of you who know me and are my real estate friends and know about my calls every day, y'all know I believe in skin in the game. Put some skin in the game when it comes to you're truly ready to purchase a home. What are you going to put up? Because yes, there are no money down programs. Yes, there are ways to fix your credit and do the things, but there's still things that you will have to do behind the scenes. You're going to need something. Some people I've worked with, $1,000 started the party. But you got to have an inspection. You got to have a deposit. You got to do those things. So you do need something. But there are so many different programs out there. If you've seen me and Tim Murphy in video and we're talking about the different things and the programs and the grants that are available to you, yes, all of that is real. But guess what? Those programs, you have to have a certain credit score. So don't tell people that you don't want nobody to pull your credit or know nothing about you, but you want us to find out where the money is. You want us to find out rates. You want to ask all these questions. You have to give something up. And let me be so clear and honest with all of you. If you're scared for somebody to pull your credit that is going to do something to you, your credit ain't where it need to be at to buy a house no way. That's just it, and that's all. That little hit shouldn't throw you into a tailspin. And here is the mystical, magical part that people don't understand. The lenders that we work with, the majority of the lenders I work with, they can tell you instantly, if you do slip a little bit, how to get back where you need to be. Because at the end of the day, their job is to help you get into a home. They're not here to sabotage you. They're not. If you're working with somebody and you don't feel like they have your best interest in heart, there's another lender around the corner. Ask somebody who they felt like they had a great experience with. They felt like they were heard and listened to. Even when you come to me, I'm going to pick a lender that I feel like will hear you out and go through all of the steps. Tim Murphy and I I consider him an amazing partner for me to have because he does go through the steps. But you got to pull. We got to pull the credit. Stop thinking someone's out to get you and sabotage you, and you've been working on your credit forever and never and ever, and you've probably been working on your credit forever and never and ever, and you ain't been doing nothing. All you've been doing is paying the bills that you see on the paper. You don't even have a strategy. Lenders have strategies. They have amazing systems. They're called simulators. They can put numbers in and shift things around and show you, in 6 months I can have you here, in 3 months you can have you. Oh, you're actually ready right now. That happens as well. So if you're scared of the unknown, let that fear go, because you can't shop for homes that way. You can't come up and oh, that's what model homes are for. Go look at a model home. Yeah, I know I tell people all the time, don't go to the model home without your agent. But if you just out here just flailing around and you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what the payment gonna be, and you big bad, you gonna find out real quick. They will eat you up, because that payment comes, and that payment ain't nothing to play with. And you need to understand everything that comes into play when it comes to purchasing a home. Not just a home, but if you purchase a new construction, you need to understand everything that comes into play and the money that you will need to have and how all that works out for you. And for those of you who know, I'm not a new construction hater. 75% of my business is almost new construction. So I advocate for new construction homes. I advocate for the dream, because it was my dream, and I didn't even know it was my dream until I walked in the door and got that information. But you want to have somebody on your side, in your back pocket, that can help you with the conversation. And if your agent walks in the door and you walk one way and they walk another and they don't do nothing else after that, hey, them ain't the people for you. Let them know right off the break. You ain't my people. But if you're looking for information and you want numbers and what the rates are at the moment, if you can get approved for different programs and grants, because Maryland got a butt ton of them. Maryland is stocked full of money. You better come get you some. I heard HPAP is out right now, but Maryland got something for you. I think it's, Tim said 6%. I always say 5%, but Tim knows better than me, because I ain't nobody's lender. That's the lane I stay in. That's the lane he stays in. If I don't go in his lane, I'm bound not to crash. That's how my auntie Deborah says. Stay in your own lane. You won't crash into nobody. But if he says 6%, we're going to go with 6%. That's 6% of the cost of the home coming back to you. I have school teachers that have used it. I have so many people that have used this Maryland mortgage program to get dollars to get themselves in a house. There's 100% financing. There's so many different programs. You're going to have to pay for these grants and programs and stuff. Don't think it's going to come to you lightly. You're going to have to pay. So what is the sacrifice? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to do to make this change? Because renting, paying for someone else's dream is crazy work. If you're renting and you're just in a temporary situation and you just need to get back on your feet, do your thing. That's amazing. Good for you. But if there's an opportunity and it's right there and you just got to make an extra move, make the move. Do the thing for your life. Do the thing for your family. I am here for generational wealth, if I could talk generational wealth. I'm in the midst of a 6-week finance class at Zion Church. And it has really opened my eyes. Not that I'm not a grown person and I'm not 51 and I ain't been having money all my life. There's just some things, some tips and tricks that I wanted to be introduced to change the trajectory of where I was going in my life with my finances, with setting up, what's the word I'm looking for? Not assets, but setting up investments and just different things that I'm very interested in, but I never had people that could really advocate and show me the way. So I went somewhere that I trusted the people, got the information, and now I can move forward with it. That's what this is about. Get the information from the people, but you got to put in your work too. So the next time somebody says, hey, if you're really ready to rock and roll, if you're ready to buy a house and you're ready to set yourself in a plan, I don't want to buy till next year. Okay, well, let's just look and see where you are so we can give you a good picture of how that looks in the future. Because you might not be ready today, but in a year, you want to have all your ducks in a row. You want to know how much money you're going to need. You want to know how much your money gives you, where it goes, where you can shop, where you can't shop. Because I can tell you as an agent, the way my brain works If you come to me and say, Lisa, I have $400,000. That's what I've been approved for. I'm cool with the payment. I want a townhouse with a 2-car garage. I want brand new. I want that nice Long Island. I want the nice upgraded bathroom. And I want to be in Upper Marlboro. I'm going to tell you very kindly, you're going to need another $75,000 to $100,000. I can tell you, I can put you in Charles County and give you everything you're asking me for, right at that price point. But if you want to be in certain places, you need to know where that money spends and how it spends and how it looks to you on a monthly basis. Because that's my first question to you. What is your dream payment? What makes you feel comfortable? I like peanut butter and jelly, but I don't want to eat it every day. So tell me what that looks like to you when it comes down to what that payment is going to look like, when it's going to reflect in your life. If you want to go on vacation, you want to have that wiggle room. We need to have those conversations. So the next time somebody says, hey, we need to do a credit pull just to get a picture of where you are, it's called a snapshot, a financial snapshot. I hear Tim say it all the time. Give yourself that financial snapshot so you can have a game plan. Because if you don't have a plan, you don't have a vision, a goal, dreams, or any of that. You can't start with anything because you don't have the snapshot. You need a snapshot to tell you where you want to go. Do you want to buy a second property? You need a snapshot because you may have some money in your other house. You may not need that money. There's so many different options. So please, that is my irritant for the day. I do not want to hear anybody tell me they don't want their credit pulled. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me that again, and I'm just going to have to internally roll my eyes to not snap out. But that's the power of doing that step for yourself to figure out what the game plan is, how to look for you in the future. Have a great day, guys. Bye. Bye, Trina.